Morning everyone, lovely sunny day for it, weekend's here. Let's have a go at doing that mini. Let's see if we can do I hope it's the timing chain. Right halves, so what we got to do is we start by got to strip all of this out, air filter, hoses. I might have to take the headlight off actually, I'm not sure, possibly to get to that. Your first task will be get that wheel off, get it jacked up. We have two jacks. We're going to have one jack here holding it up, wheel off, other jack under the engine. I'm going to disconnect the engine mount and use the other jack to hold the engine up while we do our work. Whilst you're doing the wheel, I'm going to start taking all this off. Okay?
Yeah.
Sweet. Right, Harvey's got the wheel off and now he's working on the getting the arch liner off. I'm going to start here. Let's get all this out. Right. Headlights off. Everything's unplugged from around the top. Start to take the hoses off, air filters off. Yeah, and them, yeah, all of them. Take all of them off around the outside there. Yep. So we can lift this cover completely off. Because I've took out the spark plugs, took out the ignition coils.
There's only one left anyway.
Disconnected the earth for the coils, which is on this back one here. And put all that safely over there out of the way.
There you go.
So we don't lose where any of it goes. Headlights come off to give us better access to this. So, because I think we've got to take that engine mount off. Actually, I think we'll do this hose. This pipe here needs to come off next, I think. Get it completely out of the way. So we've got loads of room. Right, so I took the cover off. And I was hoping to see something instantly wrong with the timing chain. And sure enough, the timing chain guide at the top is snapped off completely. So that was just sat in there like that, and it's meant to be on top there like that, keeping that chain down a bit as well. And if it holds that chain down, I should imagine it'll make the cam sit in a smidgen different position. So I'm not sure if it's just that. Is that enough? Just that being broken to make the cam sit in the wrong position. I'm not sure, but it's getting a new chain anyway. So it's getting a full chain, new guides down there as well, and we're doing all these valve stem seals, which is not going to be easy, but I did buy the special tool to get these off. But yeah, that was just sitting there. So in theory, it's actually good news that was sat there, because that definitely means that it's broke, and I'm hoping that's what's causing it not to start. Right, let's crack on. Right, time for a cup of tea. I have decided, I thought, whilst it was in this position, let's put the tea down there for a minute. Whilst it was in this position, I thought I'd check the timing by using the timing locking up the cams kit to see if this not having a bit of pressure on it moves the cam just enough to make it not want to, not do what it be in line with the sensors correctly. So I've put this locking tool on there, so that cam's in the right position. Go to put this one on here, it's miles out. It's like a whole quarter of a turn of the cam in the wrong position. Surely, I don't understand how this cam could have gone to that position without this one moving, because obviously the chain is turning them both. And if one of them has managed to turn that much to be so out of line, why hasn't it bashed all the valves up when the pistons come up? Not quite sure about this one. Maybe I should just crack on, do all the job and set the timer in and hope for the best. I'm not sure. Right, new plan. The cam is definitely at least 45 degrees out That's like it's like a quarter of a turn, completely out. Apparently, I spoke to my mate, and he reckons that doing the valve stem oil seals is a really difficult and time-consuming job. And even though I've got the equipment to do it, he reckons that it's piston rings on this. He seems to think that these are prone to the piston rings. So I think we are just going to go ahead and change the cam, the timing chain, get it timed up, get it running again, and I'll reassess the situation for the smoke. Maybe I'll do the piston rings and the valve stem oil seals at the same time. One big job. But just for now, get the thing running. What do you reckon? We just do that?
Let's get it running.
Yeah, so we just changed the cam, the timing chain.
Yeah.
And we'll worry about the valve stem seals
After.
and the piston ring. We'll do the piston rings and the valve stem seals in one big job at a later date when the Mercedes is up and running. Yeah. And then this car's not needed. Because at the moment it's needed. We're stuck without with only one car at the minute. Yeah, let's do that. Right. Time for a quick break. What I've done is I've took the engine mount off, ready to, and I've supported the engine with the jack, ready to take the bottom pulley off, and then these top ones as well, and then lock it all up. Hopefully drop the new chain down there. But oops, just shut that bonnet properly. But yeah, quick break now. Wifey wants to go somewhere. Off to the garden centre. So, interrupting my day. Got to go down the whole, the garden centre. Wifey wants to buy some stuff. Let's go and find her. She's in here somewhere already. Where's she gone? Oh, there she is over there. She rushed off and left me in the car because I was on the phone. And she's worried the garden centre she needs her time because they're going to close soon. Oh, she's got a trolley. I mean, she's buying lots. What you got? So, been at the garden centre, spoiled my day working on the Mini, and now we've got a boot full of plants, driving home, and the day's almost gone. All because we had to go to the garden centre.
No, all because you didn't get up until nearly 10.
No. Right, so I didn't get the tools out again after the garden centre yesterday, so we're back out this morning. So she's the pin is in the flywheel to lock the pistons up, so the engine's locked up. Just got to get that chain off the bottom. We'll go get the bottom pulley off, get that chain off, reline up the cams, fit the new one. So let's get on with that now. Right, Harvey's removed the bottom pulley, and now he's in there removing, I think it's that big plastic thing that moves. I think it's called the variator. But it's very awkward to get to. But it's got to come off because the bolts that hold the guides in, one of them's behind it. So I'm assuming it has to come off. It's off. But it was pretty awkward to get to them three bolts. But we managed it in the end. But yeah, it's off, out of the way now, because I'm pretty sure there's a bolt behind it for the guide. There we have it, next bit off. That is where the bit the bottom pulley goes onto. And these are the two bolts that go through the side, holding the new guide in place. So that has exposed the middle bit with the chain just there, and that's where the bolts were that holds the guide. That's the plastic guide in there. So now that's all loose, Harvey's going to get these off. I'm going to undo the two cams. Stop. Right, schoolboy error. We have undone the bottom, so now the top's no longer locked up. So we need to move it. No, move that one. Turn that one. So we're going to move this back. Oh well, live and learn, don't you? Now we know. Right, we're going to turn that back now and lock these cams up. Right, we've got the locking cam kit on. Hopefully we've got these in the right position. The cam kit fitted, but it does fit 90 degrees opposite, but I'm pretty sure flat side's got to be on the top, flat side on top on there. We've noticed that there is another bolt holding the guide down there, and it's behind that part of the engine mount. So that's now got to come off as well. So Harvey's just undoing that now. Took one of the pulleys off of this. I've left that one on for the time being to hold the chain up. Obviously you don't want to drop that chain down the aisle. But there's no point taking it off yet because other pulley off, the other bit out. Go on, lift it up, Harves. Slide that out. Lovely stuff. And it doesn't look damaged in any way. But I do believe the obviously that top one was busted off. This one doesn't actually broken, but that means that's good news, because that means there's no broken bits of plastic fallen down there into the sump. So that means our oil pump and all that stuff will be nice and free and clear. So that is good news. We did notice when we took the tensioner out, it fell apart. Where's the old tensioner, Hoffs? Yeah. With one where the spring all fell apart on it. But I don't know where it's gone right now. Oh, I do. I put it over here. Yeah, I remember now. There we go. Yeah, it came apart. And the new one doesn't do that. So I'm not sure if it was faulty or whether it would have made a blind bit of difference. But anyway, we've got a new one for it anyway. Right, let's get fitting the new one. Right, here we go. Here's the chain. Grab onto that, Hoffs.
Not again.
Yeah, hold that, Erica.
Okay.
It's not even that hot.
That hot.
No, because I had this in my other hand and I just held it in. I didn't hold it in the same
The chain's been sat in the sun. And I handed it to Harvey. He thought it was too hot for him. Right. So that goes in there like that. Yeah, that's going to lay in there.
Yeah.
And that will lay in on that side. And then on the bottom here, Harves, go and get the pulley that we're reusing. The cog, that little cog there, and lay it in the same way. So turn that over, or turn this over, so it's facing the same way, and then drop that in there, because I'm not sure if there's a front and a back to it, but we'll just put it back in the way it goes, the way it was. Sweet. Just click that over. Pull that plastic apart to make the chain go the other side. Yeah?
Yep.
Sweet.
You did it.
Right.
Sort of line that up there.
Right, lift it up. Right, let's go and drop that in.
It's come out a bit though, I might be able to open, look.
Yeah. Goes that way.
I know that
Turn it
one.
around.
Huh?
Turn it around, it goes that way.
Oh, this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, close them up. That's it. Just lower it down with this.
So I say I don't want to drop it.
And then I'm going to put that through there,
So it isn't.
so you definitely can't drop it.
Yeah.
Right. Now you just got to put it all back together.
Boom.
Right. Chain stuff is back in down the hole. The bolts securing it are back in. And we put that main one back in there. No, I haven't put the pulley on it yet, but that's got to be torqued up to a specification. Same as these two cam ones. So let's get them on next, and then we'll get the torque wrench out and torque all them 3 bolts up. Right, chain is on. The 2 pulleys are on, but not done up. Harvey's just putting the top guide on, obviously the new one, and then we're going to put the tensioner, the new tensioner, back in, and then it's just a matter of tightening everything up, I think. Right, here we go. Everything torqued up. The bottom pulley's torqued up. The cam pulleys are torqued up. Everything's on. Yeah, it's all in. And we done a full rotation of the engine to make sure everything turned. And when it came back round again, it was still timed up. So I think we've covered everything there. Harvey's now putting the that variator thing that moves back on with them awkward 3 bolts. So it's basically now just a reverse order of what we took apart, put it all back together again, and hopefully we're good to go. Engine mounts back together, jack took out, so the engine's back in the right position. Harvey's doing the bottom end of this pipe here. We undid it earlier down there, so he's putting that back on down to there. And then we'll bolt this back up and get all this section back together. So, yeah, coming along now. We're getting somewhere. So the Vanos solenoids are back in. Even though we lost one of the screws, I dropped it down the back there. I have no idea where it went. I've searched the floor, I've searched every little ledge under the car. Can't find it.
We may do though, didn't we?
But lucky enough, I had a screw in my box of bits and bobs, which was the exact same size
and length, pretty much.
Yeah, and length. Yeah, you're right. So we used that. Harvey's now just doing up these hose clamps.
Oh,
we're putting all these clamps back in, all the hoses back in. So we're motoring now. Right, looks like we are ready. All them hoses and back in. Wiring goes on afterwards. We're going to put the lid on. I think we're ready to replace the gasket. Don't need none of that just yet, Hobbs. We've got to flip this over and replace all the rubbers, because this is what had been leaking. So that's a new set of rubbers for the underside.
Is that what you were on about when you showed the video as well? There was oil in
yeah.
Spot, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, how the hell did the oil get in there?
All in it, yeah.
And it's all leaking through those seals there. Them rubber seals
You may as
here.
well put it upside down anyway, because the screws don't come out.
Yeah.
They will come out.
Right, let's get that switched.
Hold up, wait. Oh, leave these.
No, they don't come out.
Sure?
Yeah, go in there, bag there. And then, okay, so we're changing the little rubber gaskets over. And these ones here, they don't seem to fit very nicely. They do fit, but quite loose. I'm assuming that once it's squished down by the bolt, it'll bulge out and fill the hole, because they sit proud at the minute. And the ones we pulled out, which weren't stopping any oil, they're actually quite brittle, snapped. But yeah, they're not very rubbery anymore. So I was just getting them ones out around the spark plugs. Got new ones of them here. Don't know if it matters which way around it goes. I think it doesn't matter. Oh, that's great. Right, everything is back together, and I started her up. And she's running on 2 cylinders. chugging away like a bag of shit. Which means I checked, these two are not firing, well these are sparking, they're firing fine, but there's no compression in those two cylinders, which means that when it broke, it bent valves. There's no compression in two cylinders and everything's firing correctly, which means that's it, the head's got to come off. So it looks like we are forced into doing the big job after all. But that's a bit of a pain because we needed this car and now she's not running at all. And it's not a quick fix. Damn it. Oh well. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.